Well, that was fun, wasn't it? 3 goals, 3 points, and a clean sheet. Who would have predicted that? I wonder who. I wonder who. I mean, it wasn't exactly a hard prediction to make, but I'm going to take credit where credit's due. I'm taking all the praise I can get here. Hello and welcome back to the LGM YouTube channel. Today we will be reviewing Liverpool's scintillating performance versus Norwich at Carrow Road, which saw us win 3-0. And obviously the main talking point will be Salah's performance. 2 goals and two assists and a goal. And it was a fantastic performance from him individually, but as a team as well. They were composed, they were professional, they'd done their jobs very well. Obviously, to see Van Dijk back is a positive for anyone, and it was a comfortable night for us. As soon as we scored within the first 30 minutes, it became very, very comfortable for us. I said in my preview that if we scored within the first 30 minutes, it's going to be an easy one for us. It was going to be an easy one for us as soon as we scored within the first 30 minutes, and that is exactly how it turned out because Norwich didn't have a chance in hell really. I mean, we dominated. They had a good few chances near the end, but the game was over by then. So you can allow for a good few chances for Norwich at that point because the game's over. And obviously, Alisson had to make a really good save at the 85th minute. But oh my god, we'll get into the player ratings later. But that will definitely shoot his rating up because of that save. Individual performances, we've already mentioned Salah, but we've also got the likes of Keita. He was solid enough. Firmino, when he came off the bench, made a real difference as well. Obviously, Jota scored. He wasn't really involved that much, Jota, but obviously he scored the goal that broke the duck in the game, so we can't complain about that. Obviously, Tsimikas, he had a good few dodgy moments, but you expect that from his first Premier League start, well, ever. And it was a solid enough performance, but you can definitely see where he can improve, and I'm pretty sure the senior lads around him told him that as well. And on the other side as well, Trent. Very, very solid performance, was able to push forward a lot more likely due to the fact that we have more competent, I'm not going to say competent, more competent, because the centre-backs we have were alright, but now that we have our two best centre-backs arguably, and it was a very, very solid performance from us. And it was good to see all round just a nice comfortable evening, you know. It's rare that it comes along with Liverpool these days, but it was nice to see. But I think we've gone on long enough. I think we're just going to get straight into these player ratings. In goal, we're going to go with... obviously, we're going to go with Alisson. He started the game. I can't speak English right now. So, Alisson. I'm going to give Alisson an 8 out of 10, mainly for that save alone at the end. He didn't really have much to do in the end, but it was a solid enough performance from him, and he didn't... What he could do wrong, he could have done wrong, he done comfortably with his kicking and his catching, but basics from him, done the basics well, 8 out of 10. Now moving on to the centre backs, we'll go with Matip. We'll go with Matip first. Matip, composed, very, very astute next to Van Dijk, had a good range of passing on him this game. Could have scored maybe at one point, but it was good to see Matip back in the side. Hopefully he can stay fit, but we've got the depth now to hopefully move forward, so we'll look into that further on. But it's nice to see Matip in the team again, and I'll give him a nice wee 7 out of 10. Same with Van Dijk. Didn't really have much to do. Was composed. It was just great to see him back more than anything else. And he looked back. He doesn't look back to his old self yet. You could tell he maybe pulled out of a few sprints here and there. And that's obvious because he's just back from a serious knee injury. He has to take it easy. But I think over time he will get better, and I think our run of games that we've got will help that. But yeah, 7 out of 10. And we've already mentioned Tsimikas, but I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Because what he done well, he did do really well. But obviously he did make a few mistakes. I'm pretty sure Milner at one stage came over and said, like, focus mate, focus, we've still got a game to play here. I think we were 2 or 3-0 up at this point when he made the mistake. And he was still being told to just bloody focus, mate. You know, but I'm happy enough. And it's positive signs going into the next few games where Robertson will be missing, obviously. And on the other side, Trent, I thought Trent had a really, really good game. Good range of passing again. could have scored from a free kick. Was good with his delivery as well. He was passionate in his play today. I'll give Trent an 8. I thought Trent was really good today. He looks sharp. It's clear that he's had a full pre-season, and it's good to see. And now moving into the midfield, we'll start off with Milner. Now, if you saw my posts on Twitter, you could see I wasn't that happy with Milner starting this game because based on the other midfielders that were starting, Milner was almost going to be playing as the holding midfielder. I wasn't too pleased with that, and when he got his yellow card before we scored, I was a little bit concerned because I thought maybe, if he stays on longer, I thought, it could be dodgy. But Milner, he played the whole 90, didn't get sent off, but he was dodgy. I thought Milner was a bit dodgy that game, and I think he's only in there until Henderson, Thiago, etc. gain match sharpness. But I'll give him a 6. He was alright. He did make a few wee fouls. Did give the ball away a good few times. But solid enough. But he's not going to be in that starting 11 every week. That's obvious. And the two midfielders in front of him, Ox and Keita. Keita was probably better out of the two. Keita, I thought, had a good enough game. He got a good amount of minutes in him, and that's good to see. And hopefully we can start to see him start more regularly. I've always said this about Keita. He's got the ability to be one of the best midfielders in the league, but he just gets injured all the time, man. And it's just a shame to see, but it's good to see that he avoided injuries for starters, and he had a good 80 minutes on the pitch as well. And I'll probably give Keita, I'll give him a 7. Nothing special to give him an 8 or a 9, or nothing worse to give him a 6 or a 5. I'll give him a good solid 7. And for Ox, I was furious at Ox. I just thought his passing was off. He was making not poor decisions, but not the best options. Maybe with I think it was one shot at the edge of the box where I thought maybe he could have played it out wide. I'll probably give Ox a 6. I wasn't too pleased with him, but again, it will come with time with Ox. But I didn't think he had the best of games today, and he was obviously substituted after 60 minutes. Left wing Manny. He was a very good team player today. Didn't score, but he done everything but score, really. He had a solid enough game. I'll give Manny a good solid 7. And through the middle, Jota scored the goal. Wasn't really involved that much in the game, but I think obviously him scoring really helped us. Obviously getting a goal before half time. Obviously it was around the 30th minute, but it set us up. It set us up to have a confident second half, and I'll give Jota a 7 as well. You can't. Obviously, I could maybe give him higher because he scored, but I thought he was a bit quiet during the game, bar his goal. Obviously, and moving into right wing, man of the match, Mo Salah. I'm going to give Salah. You can't really look further than a 9. With me, giving a player a 10 out of 10 has to be like more than perfect. I'm very strict with giving players 10s. So I'm going to give Salah a 9 here. And maybe if he scored another goal or got another assist, I would have given him the 10. I'll give him the 9 out of 10. Very, very solid performance from Mo. Obviously 2 assists and a goal. Can't complain, obviously. And fantastic performance. And I don't know whether he's just playing for a contract or whether he's looking for revenge this season, because he was angry after last season. And he wants that golden boot again. He wants that Premier League title. It's clear to see. Salah, 9 out of 10, man of the match. Substitutes, Fabinho. Just done what Fabinho does. Clear, swept up the middle of the park. Controlled the game when he came on. 7. And for Firmino, I'll give him an 8. When he came off the pitch, scored a goal. And completely changed the dynamic of the game when he scored, but completely changed the dynamic of the way we played as well. Firmino is so crucial to this team, and it's clear to see when he came on the pitch the difference that he made to the team. And it's good to see him score on opening day. Maybe now he can start a wee purple patch, hopefully, and we can have more than one output for goals. But it's good to see. It was good to see. And who else came on? Harvey Elliott. And he was only on for about 10 minutes, but in the 10 minutes he played, I'm not going to give him a rating, he wasn't on long enough, but Harvey Elliott, solid performance. He looked very skillful. He looked willing to get involved and try and get an assist or a goal. But solid enough performance from him. And that's the player ratings. Overall thoughts, Very, 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 very positive. Going into the second game, first home game of the season that I'll be at. So I'm really, really excited, of course. But it's a brilliant confidence booster for the rest of the season. You always want to start the season off with a win and a clean sheet. It can give both sets, give the defence and the attack some confidence. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. I'm expecting another emotional rollercoaster. I'm expecting injuries again, but it was good. It was good, and I can't be displeased at all by what happened. It was near enough perfect tonight. Maybe one or two more goals would have made it perfect, but it was near enough perfect. And obviously a few players were, but it's the first game of the season. They're not going to be at 100%. But it was nice to see Van Dijk play again. It was really good to see him get the 90 minutes in him, and he looked fine. He obviously didn't have much to do, but from what he did do, he done well. And on that note, I think we're just going to wrap up this video now. We've been recording for nearly about 12 minutes now, so I'm going to wrap this up quickly. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of the game. And yeah, until next time, sayonara.